Yo, what's good everybody? It's Destiny Ranks here, and in today's video, we're going to be ranking every single destination in Destiny 2 Lightfall. For this video, I'm only going to be ranking destinations currently in the game, so things like Titan and old planets that aren't in the game anymore aren't going to be making it onto this list, simply because I don't have gameplay for those destinations. Also, things that don't have patrols or areas where you can't fight enemies will not be included on this list, so destinations like the tower, the farm, and the helm will not be included in this video. One more thing before we get into the ranking. Obviously, this video is completely based on opinion, so if you disagree, feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what your guys' favorite destination is and what you would have ranked differently. And also, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you think this is a good video and you want to see more ranking videos from me. This is my first video ever, so I plan on posting videos every week and hopefully I'll be able to stick with that. But with that out of the way, let's get right into the ranking. So coming in at number 8, we have the Cosmodrome. Now, a lot of you might be surprised by this because the Cosmodrome is beloved Destiny 1 destination, but if you just think about the destination itself, it's kind of bare and boring, and it's not really exciting. It's kind of just Earth, and that's the planet we live on, so it's not really unique or cool. And if this was added to Destiny 2 in an expansion, I think people would kind of be upset with how boring it is. But I know since it's from Destiny 1, it's nostalgic, but I decided not to rank this video based off of nostalgia and just purely on environment. So that's why the Cosmodrome is going to have to come in last place. Coming in at number 7, we have Europa. I hope you guys can agree with me that the ice is just super bare, boring, and kind of disgusting. And I mean, not really in a bad way, but personally, I just really don't like Europa. I don't like the ice environment, and it was one of the biggest letdowns for expansions based on, kind of the new destination that came out. Wasn't exciting at all. It's super dark, windy, and yeah, I just really don't like the environment. Now, I think that kind of the Braid Tech facilities underground and the environment for the raid are all super cool, but just the destination itself and the Iceland, it's just very bare, boring, and I don't like it. I hope you guys agree. If you disagree, let me know. But that's just my take on it, so that's why it's gonna have to come in at number 7. Coming in at number 6, we have the EDZ. Now, the EDZ is just another Earth destination, and could be compared to the Cosmodrome, but personally, I think the EDZ should rank a little bit higher, and it is a little bit better. I also think it's definitely a more enjoyable location to spend your time in than Europa. The environment is definitely better, and it's just got nicer nature. And one thing that the EDZ does better than the Cosmodrome is that it kind of has these Cabal like fortresses, so it has more going on, and it's definitely a nicer environment. Obviously, it's newer to the game because it was added in Destiny 2, so they made some improvements to it. It also has a lot more significance to the game, and I find myself spending more time in the EDZ than I do in the Cosmodrome. So that's why I think it should rank higher and also should rank higher than Europa. But personally, I still think it's kind of just a boring destination just because it's Earth. We're used to Earth. It's nothing special, and that's why it comes in at number 6. Making it in the number 5 spot, we have the Moon. Now, the Moon is another destination coming back from Destiny 1, just like the Cosmodrome, but they actually sort of redid the Moon and kind of changed it. They added these scarlet towers, kind of red buildings, and that's something that's different than the Cosmodrome. Kind of improved the area, the destination, made it somewhat different. But once again, we've already been there, and personally, I just don't like the red towers. I think they kind of look goofy, and this destination came out during an expansion that I know a lot of people didn't like, and the environment definitely didn't help because it's not new and it's kind of not the best looking. But the good things about it is that it has sort of an eerie vibe, which I think is cool, and it does have that area with the big pyramid ship, so that's sort of like the first time we got to be up close with a pyramid ship, so I thought that was cool. And I guess the nightmares are somewhat of a cool aspect. And yeah, the moon has a lot going on, and it's not a bad destination, but it's somewhere we've already been, and that's why it's going to rank in the number 5 spot. So coming in at number 4, we actually have Nessus. Now, from now on in this video, I think that every other destination is super cool, and I actually really like all of them. Nessus ranks here because it's a planet that I've never even heard of. I don't remember if it's a moon or whatever, but I've never heard of it until I played Destiny, and I think the environment on Nessus is awesome. I really like kind of all the Vex architecture mixed in with the nature, like all the red plants, and overall, I just think the environment is really cool. I remember the first time being on Nessus thinking how nice it really looked, and the only thing that I could say bad about Nessus is I don't really like failsafe, but that doesn't really have anything to do with the video. Nessus is a really cool planet, and I think it really deserves this ranking in the number 4 spot. Now we're into the top 3, and taking the third spot is going to be the Throne World. I really love the Throne World, and I like how it's a mix of kind of a swampy area and also an area where there's tons of hive architecture, and I just think that aspect is really cool. I also really like the sky and how it's kind of like an eerie green, and overall the environment of the Throne World is just really cool, and I feel like it's very unique to Destiny, and there's not many other destinations that are kind of this unique, and that's really cool. I also like how it's kind of the Witch Queen's like own world, and that's just kind of a cool aspect. I also like the Scorn, so I think it just gets bonus points for having the Scorn as one of the main enemy types in this location. And yeah, the Witch Queen expansion was a really good expansion, and the destination just really helped that, and it's definitely deserving of the third spot on this list. Now, coming in at number 2, we have the latest destination added to the game with the Lightfall expansion, which is, of course, Neomuna. So, Neomuna is kind of the first city in Destiny 2 that is actually not run down. It's actually up and going. And that being said, it still has no civilians, which, kind of sucks. I really wish they kind of added the Cloud Striders as actual living beings instead of just uploaded into the Cloud Arc, but that's whatever. The city is still super, super cool, super futuristic. It has really cool lighting, and then you have, of course, the big Cabal ship kind of in the background, super ominous looking. And yeah, everything about this is just, it has the verticality, of course, because Strand was just added, so has a bunch of like tall buildings and everything, along with just the new troops, the new Cabal, and the lighting. Like I said, is super cool. All these neon signs, kind of like palm trees even. It's just overall it's just a super cool location. I'm really happy with this new addition to all the destinations in Destiny 2, but it doesn't take the number 1 spot, so it's going to have to come in at number 2. Coming in at number 1, we have, of course, the Dreaming City. Now, obviously it was close between this and Neomuna, but I think the Dreaming City is easily the best destination in Destiny 2. It's the coolest, it has the coolest environment, it was added during an amazing expansion, and the raid environment also super cool in this destination. And yeah, everything about the Dreaming City I love. Once again, it has the Scorn, so bonus points for that. But just kind of look at the background and the sky and everything. It's just awesome. Sort of this like dreamy land. I don't even really know how to describe it, but it is super unique. The environment is amazing, and it has sort of this weekly rotator where it gets more and more corrupted by Taken throughout the weeks. So that's also another cool aspect. But I just remember when this location came out, all of like it just has sort of a ton of different secrets, and I know there's like those secret missions you can do. Personally, I forget what they're called, but it's just mysterious. It's a mysterious land, a dreamy land, and it's very unique to the game, and it has to come in the number 1 spot for all of those reasons. So that's it for the rankings. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you agree with me. But if you don't, like I said, leave a comment down below, and make sure you guys subscribe. I'm going to be posting ranking videos hopefully every week. And yeah, let me know if there's anything you guys think I should rank, and I'll see you guys in the next video.